All right. Well, today is a new day, and it is day three and episode three of 2025, one day at a time. I'm Tyson Baker, aka Tyson Baker, and I'm here just to talk about today and how it kind of went. Today I woke up kind of a day that was more of a introspective and setup day. And I want to talk to you guys about the importance of setup. Man, it is so very underrated to set things up the proper way. If you notice in the intro, I was setting things up for my studio and for my camera setup. And a lot of times people don't put enough time into setting things up and getting things prepared for what it is that you actually want to do. And then some people are like me. You set up and set up and set up and then don't actually do the thing. So this year is all about doing the thing and setting things up for success. So when you set things up for success, do you know that you're giving yourself a better chance of actually achieving what it is that you want to do? You're giving yourself a better opportunity to actually complete the thing or actually do it well. So that means like research. It means like making a list, checking it twice, actually doing some of the pre-production things when you're doing content creation. And for me, I know that's like doing a lot of tech research and making sure I know the full command of my commit equipment and knowing how to use it and knowing how to make sure that I get the best out of it. And then as far as like my life is concerned, I really want to set things up for success by writing down and looking at what it is that I want to accomplish on a weekly basis. Like just taking it in like weekly chunks and just doing a little bit every day. Because like I always say, I try to do a little bit every day all the time. And that consistency is really going to grow me and get me to where it is that I want to be ultimately, which is more fit. I want to be stronger. I want to be better looking in my body. I want to be healthier in my body. And then it also means that I schedule time with myself, like I talked about yesterday. I talked about like making time for yourself. So scheduling time for myself to go to the gym, go to the spa, go to my therapy sessions. Yes, I do have a therapist. I got a black therapist, and he not black. He like Nigerian black. So some of the stuff he get, and some of the stuff he be like, "What is the three W's?" And I'd be like, "Okay, so listen." But nevertheless, I got somebody to talk to help me with my mental health and my emotional health as well. I'm working on trying to be more of a food prepper. So just like working on grocery shopping, like going to the grocery store, getting the groceries, coming home, preparing the food, like making a big pot of something or like cutting up vegetables and kind of putting it away. So that way I have something to eat that's healthy whenever I get hungry. So these are things that are all a part of the setup process. And then when it comes to like my business, like I really want to set myself up for success this year and get into the habit of making content every single day. They say like when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So this is my way of staying ready and setting myself up for success in my business. So when I do get a client that comes along that says like, "Hey, I want to shoot a music video," I'm like, "Cool, I got this equipment, I got that equipment. I know that I can use this particular camera or this mic, and I know how to use it all. And I'm not trying to learn on the job." So those are one of the things that I've done before in the past. I've like learned on the job. Like I've literally went to YouTube on the shoot before. Like, how do you use this camera here? Okay, so how to use Canon 80D, and watched it like while I was on the shoot. That's not a good look. You want to always be prepared, and you got to get your setup together. And then also too, like setting things up for the Kingdom Soul Records project, which is going to be a large project in 2025 for me. Like Kingdom Soul Records is going to be such a good way of being able to take the music industry by storm in a good way, in a positive way, because so many times we hear about these horror stories about people signing these contracts and these 360 deals, and the artist doesn't get any money from that. They don't come out on top. They don't get the benefit of their craft and doing what they love as far as like financially or even like owning the rights to their music and their masters. Like, when Ray Charles asked for his masters back in the 50s, that was like unheard of. And now it's becoming more common. Like my homeboy Chance the Rapper, when I actually talked to him about putting out his album 10 Day, I said, bro, this is absolutely gold, but stay independent as long as you can. And that was like over 10 years ago. Now independent is like the way to go. Like everybody wants to be independent, and they're figuring out that they don't really need a record label. So I have to be way more innovative and way more enticing of a opportunity to artists that can basically produce their own music and find their own shows and market their own music. So it has to be something different about what it is that I'm going to do with Kingdom Soul Records to make it more of a family, to make it more of something that we can win together if everyone works for the common good and the greater good, which is building the kingdom here on earth. Like it's no secret, I'm a disciple of Christ and I want to see God's kingdom come here on earth. And I believe that it starts with the love and it ends with the camaraderie and the family. And like the soundtrack to that is the Kingdom Soul music. So I want to work on setting things up for that. I'm going to get my LLC, I'm going to get my domain name, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my EIN number, my business bank account, and then see if I can start getting some financial loans or start getting like, well, no, I'll take that back. Not a financial loan. I do not want to start a business with a loan because what if it doesn't work? Then I still got to pay that loan back. So I'm probably going to get like a grant or try to find some type of business funding sources like crowdsourcing or something like that. But I got to have everything set up first, which goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Having things set up ahead of time, having my buckets ready, like meaning I have a business bank account, I have an EIN number, I can take donations, and I can be able to I can set myself up to get grants. So those are the areas of things that I'm working on to try to get set up for in 2025 to make sure that 2025, I'm thriving, not just like surviving. Cause like 2024 was hard. Like it was hard. And I survived 2025 by being in survival mode. Like it's a totally different mindset, totally different brain energy when you're in survival mode. And I want to get into thrival mode, if that's a word. Well, it is now. I just made it up. But getting into thrival mode is like being my best self, doing the best I possibly can in every single area of my life, which are just those 5 things, that I always talk about on this show is just like, physically healthy, mentally healthy, spiritually healthy, business healthy, and entrepreneur healthy. So these are things that I want to work on a consistent basis. So as you see behind me, I got my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel, as you can see right here, it literally has, oh, what? Look, projector will turn off in 30 seconds. That's weird. Oh, well, I guess that was 29 seconds ago. But if you have been paying attention the whole time, I only got like 1 follower so far. This is my 3rd video that I'm putting out. And yeah, I got 1 follower. I don't even know who that is. But I want you to look at it like this. Everybody got to start somewhere. Everybody has to start to finish. And if you don't start, you'll never finish. And that was my whole thing, is like being paralyzed about the starting process and like, am I going to start the right way? Are people going to like it? Are people going to follow me? Are people going to understand what it is that I'm talking about? Man, I don't even care. I'm just doing the thing. Like, it'll happen if it's supposed to happen. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. So until then, I'm going to just do what I can when I do it. But I'm going to do it a little bit every day, 1 day at a time. So thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys watching this video all the way through. Make sure that you get a chance to subscribe to my channel and like this video, because I want to make content for you and I want to come out here and make content for me so that we can both heal and that we can both grow and that we can both go to where we want to be in 2025. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, I'm going to do what I can, when I do.